Hey everybody, it's Garrett and Katie, back for Thoughts on Thursday, and today we're doing Peterson's Elizabethan mixture, and we're going to compare that to Sutliff's Match Victorian. Now neither one of us have read an article that has something to do with ADHD and ADD, the verbal disconnect with your thoughts, because your thoughts go faster than your mouth. But we haven't had either one of these. I'm sure it won't be a favorite of Katie's, but in my research, it's a favorite of Jim Inks from back in the day.
Which one is this? Or are you doing the whole not telling me thing again?
Now we are starting with the Match Victorian, the Sutliff match. Per Jim Inks, this is closer to the original recipe, which was,
There's something in here I don't like.
Which was from Murray's. And that was produced in the 80s. And this was a daily smoke for Jim Inks. So this might at least give us some insight into Jim Inks's, like, what he thinks is great.
Well, and I feel really bad for what I'm about to say next.
Don't.
There's something in this that's like reminiscent of burnt cardboard. Like, not exactly, but like when you smell burnt cardboard, that weird kind of, you can almost taste it in the back of your throat. It's a lot like that.
Well, I don't know about this one, but I know with the Peterson's Elizabethan, people have discussed that there's the top coating. Some people even get like physically ill.
Interesting. Somebody wants attention today. Come on. Hi, Raffles. She's getting ready for a road trip. She doesn't know it.
So, in 48 hours, at the end of the next 48 hours, I will have been driving for 20 hours, and I will have done about 2,200 miles. So, if you see us at the Missouri Meerschaum 155th, and I look a little run down, it's because I didn't get enough sleep in between the two runs that I'm doing.
I will have the most energy on Friday because I will have slept for most of Friday. I sleep in the car so much. It's hard to stay awake. Passenger princess. I'll wake up to get you snacks.
Oh.
Are you smoking it too? Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Like back of your throat, burnt cardboard.
It's like triggering a gag reflex.
Yeah, like right where your tongue meets the epiglottis.
Right, we haven't even gotten halfway through the bowl.
Yeah, me either. Have we had this one before?
No.
No?
It's a vapor.
Maybe it's the Perique.
There's supposed to be some sort of topping. At least that's what folks are talking about.
I've had enough things I don't care for here lately, especially with the Wheel of Pain. I'm done. So thank you.
Yeah?
That's all you.
I didn't bring you a rescue pipe.
Oh, goody. Surely I have Latakia in something that I didn't finish from today.
Well, I wanted you to smoke enough of it so we can do a comparison with the Peterson, because a lot of people make this investment to compare between the two, and some people say they're the same, some people say they're not the same at all.
Well, I guess I'll find out. I've smoked enough of it. I'm good. Life's too short.
You said that about the Burley Flake, but then when I had you try the Burley Flake when I was halfway through the bowl, and I was like, it really softened up. You should really try this. And you were like, oh yeah, it is much better.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't suffer through the first half of the bowl to get there. It's not that good. I mean...
And just like that, this is actually getting... I'm over the tingle in my throat.
This one's better.
Well, this is going to be a short video, huh?
Sometimes I know what I like. Sometimes it's easy. I don't think I cleaned this very well. Oh yeah? You finally settle in? She's been arranging her blanket. You're fine. It's okay. Does Dad need to say it's okay too?
No. What's not okay is Mom quitting on a backy.
I'm an adult. I'll do what I want. It's one of the only perks to being an adult.
Sometimes.
When I'm done, I'm done. Unless I needed to pay the rent.
This Sutliff one's not bad. I think that this would have been better at the height of summer.
Yeah.
Because I find as winter's coming along, people talk about they have seasonal favorites, seasonal blends, tastes that they want.
Yeah.
And the Virginia is not overpowering in this.
See, this one has a lot of the same flavors, but none of the cardboard. I think, yeah, that might be the topping. So longer it sits, it tastes chemical.
Well, these both have been sitting since about day 20 of the 100 days and 100 blends.
I meant with the flavor and the sensation still.
I meant 100 blends in 100 days. I said 100 days and 100 blends.
Oh, I didn't even catch it. I'm on it. I'm not sleep deprived. It hasn't been an early morning week.
Oh, that tickled again. Alright, I think I might not continue with this one. This might be a very short video, guys. No, it goes away. For the price comparison, I haven't tasted the other one yet. But me being cheap, this Match Victorian, if I really just wanted a vapor, this is a solid choice. Although, I still think I'd reach for Bayou Morning first.
Yeah, that one's better. So what are you looking forward to for the weekend?
For the weekend?
Beyond the drive. I understand
I'm not looking forward to the drive.
The drive. I said beyond the drive. the drive is how all the productive people phrase it. The frog. You got to eat the frog of the driving to go enjoy the rest of the weekend.
I'm looking forward to. Well, one, it's kind of our honeymoon. Because we're not going to get much of a honeymoon.
Nope, kids got to go back to school.
We only have so many PTO days, and you have to make sure that you can cover when kids are sick, and blah blah blah. And I can only ask that my work be so flexible with certain things. So
realistically, this is probably going to be our only trip till summer. I don't really see us being able to facilitate anything else till next summer.
Would you
So
remember
I'm going to make the most of it. See if it's worth it halfway through a bowl. I won't try.
nowhere near halfway?
Well,
But-
like the way you phrased it, like, it gets better.
It does.
That's great. The first part I don't enjoy. Why would I do that?
Now, mind you, that's my cigar cob. I usually smoke cigar blends in that cob.
That flavor is coming through.
The cigar.
Not overpoweringly so, just like an undertone.
Yeah.
That's better. It's probably with your cob. Try this. See how it compares.
It might be the pipe.
It might.
This was a basket pipe I got for Katie. It was very inexpensive. Very, very inexpensive. But she prefers small pipes, small bowls, especially when she doesn't know what it is. And when the stem cracked, when I was trying to filter the stem, and it had enough meat on there, but it didn't hold up. It was just vulcanite of some sort, and it just shattered into big pieces. There was no fixing that. So it now has a Missouri Meerschaum little bent Danish bit.
I like it. Nifty. Rustication on it. It's cute.
Got an ember on my hand. Ow.
Good job not tossing the pipe at the dog.
I didn't.
That's what I mean. Good job not.
Yeah, no, there's a weird taste in this pipe.
Oh, so it's not just me.
I don't know the last thing you smoked in here, but it was aromatic.
Mm.
That's weird. That's a weird combo. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's gross. That is disgusting.
And you were giving me a hard time about abandoning that. You may take your words back.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh God, that was really bad. I'm sorry.
And you're giving me shit.
I'm giving you shit because you were the one who cleaned it.
I did clean it.
It doesn't taste like it.
The couch is getting way too sinky.
Yeah, it's starting to eat me.
Yeah. It's becoming one of those you sit down, you don't get back up couches.
All right. I got to get this flavor back in my mouth before I do a comparison, because I think you might have smoked Captain Black Grape in that or something.
No, I don't think so. I was pretty good about only doing that in like
There's something fruity coming through. That's a weird combo.
What would I have done a tiny bowl lately that's fruity? I've been on a serious Latakia kick. It's been all like Latakia and some elder.
Oh, the
and,
Awakened Elder.
Falcon something. Maltese Falcon.
It doesn't help that I bought you a pound of HH Latakia flake.
Yes, it does. That helps so much.
I'm going to make one of those weird statements that I've made before. I'd like to thank everyone who didn't buy the 1 pound clearance package of HH Latakia flake from Mars Cigars. Thank you very much, because you allowed me to save a small fortune. And make Katie extremely happy, because she likes HH Latakia flake.
Yes, I do.
And that package was from 2017.
That's good too. Dare I say, I might like it more than Colt Blood Red Moon.
That's saying a lot for you.
It is, because that has been a favorite throughout so far.
I'm ready to swap. Oh, good God.
This one's sweeter.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Peterson one has the original recipe. So here, I'll read the history on it. Elizabethan mixture was launched by Dunhill and made in London until production was transferred to a sister company, Murray and Sons, in 1981. It was made in Belfast until the new owners, BAT, closed the Murray factory in 2005. Dunhill's Elizabethan combines pressed, darkened Virginias with a dose of Perique, all ribbon cut, to create an easy-to-enjoy blend with a tangy character and a bit of peppery spice. Elizabethan has been made since its 2017 reintroduction by STG after being unavailable since 2005. Firstly under the Dunhill brand, and now as a Peterson product after Peterson withdrew their brand from the pipe tobacco market. So there was not 10 years, there was 8 years where this was completely unavailable.
Mm.
But according to Jim Inks, in comparing the reviews, he says that the Sutliff match is much closer to the one that was being produced by Murray, and that's the one he fell in love with.
Mm.
So maybe this is a comparison you guys want to try, even if you just want to get inside Jim's head to really get where he's coming from on certain things. No, there's like a fruity note to the Peterson that isn't there with the Sutliff one.
My bowl's heating up. I cut a bunch of fresh rosemary earlier to roast the pork chops with. So I got whiffs of fresh rosemary as it's heating up on my hands. That's pleasant.
Yeah, no, this is like more of a summer flavor. For sure. The Perique's not very strong. It's very complimentary. I've been trying to make sure all my cobs are good and broke in, so I don't I don't pay a lot of attention to the facial expressions I make when I smoke, and I don't want to be at the Missouri Meerschaum show smoking a cob, getting down to a fresh stem and making that face of disgust as you start to taste the burnt wood instead of whatever delicious tobacco you have.
The cob that they showed that's going to be available is pretty. I want one.
Oh, they have more than that. It's going to be available apparently.
For the event?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a new reverse calabash cob that's coming out that I will have to get. I have to get it because I enjoy mine so much, even though it doesn't have a very big secondary chamber like it should, by definition. I just really, there's something about that pipe I truly enjoy. And the new one that's coming out has this deep red coating or coloring to it, and then they do a flame treatment on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want it for the dumbest reason. I'm a Fallout fan. And one of the big icons in the Fallout, I don't want to say universe, but in the Fallout stories, is this chain of gas stations for these hydrogen-powered cars in that alternate future, and the fuel stations are all called Red Rocket fuel stops, and this pipe is the Red Rocket because they took the secondary chamber and it's like coned down. That's the most PG reference to the word Red Rocket that I can come up with, because I don't know about you.
I'm done with that conversation. You may move on.
So you do know.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
So many good jokes. So many good jokes. Well, finishing off this tin won't hurt my feelings at all.
Good. Because I prefer many other things. It's not bad.
Yeah, vapors aren't your favorite.
Not so much.
I will say the Match Victorian is very close, but it's got to be the Virginia taste that's not coming through as much as it is with the Peterson. Now I got the Match Victorian bulk, which I think is the only way you can get it, but it's also half the price. And that, playing that in, bringing that into the equation, I think they're kind of evenly tied. If you think about the cost to get it, if you wanted a vapor, based on what you tasted out of this pipe, not your pipe, and I'm sorry about that, but you were the one who cleaned it.
Rant and rave all you want.
But based on that, if you wanted a vapor, which one would you reach for?
The Elizabethan one.
You'd pay double the price?
I don't go through as much as you do. I'm not as concerned about that. Like, if I'm being truthfully, fully transparent there with that. Like, I don't go through it how you do. Even the Latakia, I still have well over half of that first tin, that little tin. And you know how much I've been smoking the hell out of it.
Yeah, well, you don't...
I don't mind paying more for things I enjoy more.
I tend to drink it in.
Now, if we were talking about booze, I'd be more concerned about cost. But with this, no, not so much.
Well, there's no mixer I can toss into this to soften up its edges.
Exactly.
In fact,
Well, I mean, you could mix it in. I do like mixing vanilla in with all sorts of things. Ooh, have I done that yet with Latakia? I think I did.
when we were camping.
Yeah, I did. Never mind.
You took the John Cotton's double press Latakia,
That's what it was.
which you still need to finish.
I'm working on it. I've been smoking some of that one too.
But you mix that one with the MacBaron vanilla roll cake. I had the hiccups tonight, which if you don't stop smoking when you have the hiccups, you end up inhaling a little bit, and that hurts. Just before this, I finished a bowl of salty dogs. So I've had my load of Virginia tonight.
Yeah, are you done with salty dogs yet?
I am. That was the last bowl.
Really?
The plug is gone.
I didn't think that day would come here for quite yet. I thought it'd be well into next week.
It is, of the Navy blends that I have tried so far, it is up there. It's very good for what it's supposed to be.
I'm starting to wish that I took more notes in my notebooks and with, the list of things. Because I know while we're hanging out and talking with people, I'm going to have, like, thoughts about things that I smoked, and I'm going to remember, like, when I smoked it and what pipe it was in, but I'm not going to remember the names of, like, half of the things I think of.
As an example made tonight in this video, with the Falcon something.
Yeah. You're my encyclopedia. You know. Most of the time. Most of the time I can describe it a little bit, and you remember.
We have over 300 blends in this house, and I remember about 200 of them.
I might remember, like, 20 or 30.
Do you remember the last vapor I had you smoke?
Nope.
I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it was the Peterson Deluxe Navy Rolls.
When was that?
100 blends. I do think those are better than the Peterson Elizabethan mixture for a vapor, but they also carry a slightly higher price just in the Peterson line. And that's justified because I'm sure that the amount of effort that goes into making those beautiful little coins is much higher. Much, much higher. But Justin, Bull Moose Piper, he says emphatically all the time how much he enjoys those in a Scudo. And those are better vapors than the Elizabethan mixture.
Scudo rings a bell. I don't think I cared for that one much.
But those aren't my favorite coin cuts so far. My favorite coin cuts are that Uzumaki, that Ken Byron Uzumaki.
That was alright.
And it's not Stokebeast, Newminster's 403 Superior Round Slice. But I think it's because both of those have Kentucky, and there's something about that flavor that it really reaches out and grabs me when I'm smoking it. Because I don't let those go out.
Well, final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
We went a little long in the teeth.
You leave my teeth out of this.
I feel it.
I think the Peterson taste-wise is better. But I think if you incorporate cost and you just want a vapor, like a light vapor or a lighter vapor, it's not light, it still has that flavor. I think the Sutliff Match Victorian will definitely, it'll do the job. They are very close in the same way that, like, you go to Walmart and there's like Diet Coke and then there's Sam's Choice. It's not the same, but it's close. Like, this is Sam's Choice and this is Diet Coke. I always buy Sam's Choice because it's cheaper and I can overlook the differences. But like someone like your mom, she's going to pay the extra.
Okay.
Using that same analogy. Well, guys, I think that'll about do it for this quick thoughts on Thursday. I've got to get to bed. I'm going to finish this, but I've got to get to bed, and I got a lot of driving to do tomorrow, and then take a small nap, and then go do a lot more driving. 800 miles in the first trip, and then 1,300 miles in the next trip. So,
I'm ready.
if I don't answer any messages or phone calls, or if I do and they're short, don't take it personal. I'm just very tired. You guys, you have a good Thursday, and we'll talk to you later.